Tantalizing Tag Team Wrestling Podcast. What you should be watching.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all you get.
Listening, what's up, everybody? It's me, your boy TantalizingTony.
And the producer, Kara.
And we are the Tantalizing Tag
Team.
Wow, that was terrible. Tantalizing Tag Team.
I said the Tantalizing Tag. I added some.
Usually you go, the Tantalizing Tag.
I think it was you.
With the Tantalizing Tag Team Wrestling Podcast.
The Tantalizing Tag Team Wrestling Podcast. Was that better?
No.
Cheddar.
Wow, look at that empty space right there. What's missing?
You didn't put your belt buckle on the shelf.
You brought it out the car.
You didn't.
This is a rinky-dink operation. It reminds me of SWA. Hello, everybody. So, guys, listen. We broke some news today. Cult of Personalities on Instagram. What's up? Lorraine is here in the chat. What's up? Kira's buckling the belt. But before we get into the show, I just realized something. Did you make a hijab? Wait, what is that?
It's just a hood.
You made a hood out of a t-shirt?
I just put the t-shirt upside down. It's different and innovative. I didn't come up with the idea. I saw it on TikTok and I was like, ooh, you know what shirt would go good with that?
That's basically no yeet.
What? So you want me to be like everyone else?
We had the shirt upside down. It's like putting the American flag upside down. You know what that means?
No, it's not.
When you put the American flag upside down, do you know what that means? It's just a call for distress. It means you need help.
I need help.
No yeet. That's what that means.
Woo!
Anyway, let's talk about this real quick. We broke the, in case you missed it, gotta do it. Where's my glasses? Are they around? Oh, we broke the news today. Breaking news for you guys. We broke the news today that Lance Anoa'i was caught. He was caught red-handed with an NXT tracksuit on. I call them sweatsuits. NXT tracksuit, which means he is officially in NXT.
Woo!
Now, I was not told this. I didn't call to confirm, but I mean, come on. Who's the guy to his right?
He does look familiar. I saw a couple familiar faces in that group photo. Where's the group photo?
I don't know.
Some of the people, or one of the person I saw in that photo was from the WrestleMania 39 show that they had for their tryouts.
Sure.
A couple of them are there, like those two on the bottom. But I don't recognize anyone else except for Mr. Lance.
Well, there it is. So my question is, will he join the Bloodline? We don't know. But speaking of Bloodline, let's get into why we're here. Well, what is the name of this show anyway?
Is it time for what? The Wiseman, Paul Heyman's return.
Is it time for the Wiseman to return to bring the OG Bloodline back together?
I don't know.
So,
sorry.
Oh, bad producing. So we know that we got a mixed bag of Bloodline. They're all on different pages.
Oh my gosh.
Sami Zayn kicked Roman. Jimmy's mad at Jey. Jey's mad at Roman. Roman's mad at Sami. Sami's like, hey, bro.
Jimmy is mad at Sami. Jey likes Sami. Jey and Jimmy are fine, but Roman's not fine with Jey. Look.
It's dysfunctional.
OG Bloodline's doing great. Bad. Bloodline 2.0 is the one that's really doing great.
Cohesive unit. Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga Tangaloa, and of course, Jacob Fatu. I love you. I love you, Solo. I love you, Solo.
I tried teaching Notorious Nevaeh that.
Oh.
She just liked yeah better. But yeah, everybody wants to make fun of this group of guys right here, but they're the ones that are running a tight ship here. Solo Sikoa is the leader, but he's not disrespecting his family members per se, as what people are saying Roman did to Jimmy and Jey when they were in the Bloodline. So y'all can say whatever you want, but Bloodline 2.0, they are doing 10 times better than OG.
And this is why I believe that the time has come to bring back
the
wise man.
The wise man.
When you're in a state of disarray such as this dysfunctional family is, you must bring the patriarch. It's like this house. It's like when this place going buck wild, I must put my foot down. Well, you guys don't listen to me. But anyway, these are in happier days. This is before Sami, of course. And I was listening to Sam Roberts today, not Sam Wrestling. Well, and he brought something up that was really good, or so a caller or somebody with an email. Do you realize that Jimmy and Jey don't look anything alike anymore? Like they look just like each other, exactly.
I think I could always tell them apart.
I mean, and so could I, but they had the same haircut, they had everything the same, and now they look like brothers. Still, of course, they're twins, but they don't look like they're twins anymore. They look like they have their own identities, which is good. But anyway, this is in happier times when Roman was just the Universal Champion, and these guys were the tag team champions. Those ugly titles. Ugh, I hated them. I never liked those penny belts.
But yeah, Paul Heyman, he was the glue. Roman Reigns was still being disrespectful, but Paul Heyman's the one that was keeping them together for the most part until,
If you think about it, Paul Heyman's the one that started this whole thing. Because when Roman came back and speared Braun Strowman, when Braun Strowman was wrestling, I believe, Bray Wyatt, the next week on SmackDown, Roman was sitting in the chair, and then they showed Paul and said, this isn't a prediction, this is a spoiler. And that's what started all. That's when Brock Lesnar had took his hiatus. And Paul went over to Roman. He went where the money is. So my thing is what are they going to do on Friday? Friday night, we know on SmackDown, Sami's going to be there. He was invited by
Jey.
And his was crazy. Jey Uso is not even a SmackDown superstar.
Right. Well, how are you sharing invitations to a home that's not even yours?
So he's coming to SmackDown on Friday. It's when you say yeet.
Yeet.
He's going to try to talk to Sami.
Yeet.
He's going to hope that Roman doesn't punch him in the head.
Yeet.
He's going to try to keep Jimmy under wraps.
Yeet.
But
Yeet.
I think it will be a bunch of arguing, yelling, and at each other's throats. And then you hear, ladies and gentlemen. And that's when he does
that's good.
He does his spiel. And we get Paul Heyman back with the Bloodline, where he explains to them that you guys are better together than you are apart. I even think he gives Sami props for, look, Sami, we've had our differences. You attacked my tribal chief. But understand why. Because, look, that showed Gus that Sami hit Roman in the back. He knew what was going to happen. He knew after he cracked Roman in the back with that chair back at, what was that? The Rumble? Last year? He knew that was it.
Do you think that he's in talks with Roman? Do you think Roman will know that Paul's coming back, or do you think Paul's just going to surprise them all? Like, is Roman going to be in the ring, like, just watching everyone argue and just sit back because he knows Paul's coming out?
No, I think even he'll be arguing. I think even he'll be, like, in the mix, and then Paul comes out. So Zilla and Lance make sense now because Lance was seen in the NXT sweatsuit. Well, it makes sense to me. I mean, I didn't say.
So,
what I'm saying is this: is that eventually Zilla's going to be there. We didn't. I'm confused.
Did you see that they're starting to sign WWE ID people?
Yeah, but let's get to this.
So people are saying that Zilla might be brought in with the WWE ID stuff.
It could be.
Mr. Lance, on the other hand, we did a show earlier today. If you guys didn't see after this show, go check that show out where we did like our little predictions of where we think Lance is going to enter into the Bloodline storyline. But me personally, I said that it was way too early for Mr. Lance to join the main roster. Like nobody in the WWE universe, I think, really knows him that well. So for him to come at Survivor Series, I think people are going to be confused. They did that with Tama and Tonga, but I don't know. I think it's different.
Zilla doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
Really?
Not to join before Sami comes in.
Oh, no.
He's saying because I said that I would rather see Zilla. Yeah, I'd rather see Zilla too, but it wouldn't make sense to the audience, is what I'm saying. They got to get the OG Bloodline back together and then if they're going to bring these guys in, then bring them in. There's no guarantee they're even coming into the Bloodline right now. I'm just saying that from what I've seen, with Lance and OIE, and from what I've surmised from me talking to him for the past 6 months, interviews, his changing his regimen, his body, him wearing sneakers instead of going barefoot in matches, I'm going to go out on a limb and say he signed, because there's no reason for him to change his style up on the indie scene unless he was practicing to have boots on for matches in NXT. I mean, to me, it's just a no-brainer. I've been around wrestling business for 30 years, and you could tell this guy totally changed his whole...
Even I could tell, and I don't look at stuff like that.
Everything changed with Lance. Listen, Lance was always a good wrestler, always a great wrestler, but his body changed. He always like a star, but the last time we saw him at the match in PA where we got him his banner, he looked like a WWE superstar. And there is, sorry, Kira, and there is a difference between a star and a WWE superstar. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, there was like 3 major things that like put me over the edge to convince me that Mr. Lance was already in WWE. He can deny, and I could be delusional right now, but he obviously, as he said, he started wearing sneakers. Clue number 1. Clue number 2, he looks jacked, okay? His arms, I could never. But that's number 2. And number 3, he was selling his gear. So I was like,
right,
Buddy is getting WWE.
He was selling his gear. That's true. He was selling his gear. Why would he be selling his indie gear?
Right. So I was like, he's getting new red and black. I'm convinced. But you know, he might actually start in NXT. I said I would like him to be in NXT because they did it for Solo, and that's how people knew about Solo when he came up. And
not to cut you off, but if you notice, Jacob had changed his gear too. He was in a gear change too. He was in a boot change too. He had started wearing boots
on the Indies.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him in the Indies
when he splashed Ruda at that match. No boots. Next show, boots.
What show? I feel like after that December show, I think that was like the last time I saw Jacob, and I haven't heard anything. I knew he was tagging with Zilla for a little while in the indie scene, but like
he had on boots then.
Like a few months, he was like, I haven't seen him on the indie scene for like a few months before he showed up in WWE.
And that's why I said, where is he?
Right.
He was gone.
I was like, buddy.
Then I got the tip. That not from him, but I got the tip that they'd seen him backstage at Raw. Maybe he was at WrestleMania. He was at WrestleMania.
Yeah, he was
backstage. So why would he be back there just chilling?
I keep forgetting, like,
and I am the Floyd Kira, but we are the first channel to confirm that Jake was going to SmackDown that night. No other. Sean Ross Sapp didn't have it. Nobody else had it except us. So I'm gonna once again predict that Lance signed with NXT. I think Zilla is right behind him because Zilla is jacked.
I'm very excited for Mr. Zilla Fatu to go into WWE. I think he has like a very outgoing personality, a lot more than Tonga Loa. Sorry, buddy, but man, Zilla, he's only been doing it for 2 years, you said, and he's like a natural. Obviously, it's in his blood, but he can wrestle. You said he has a look. He's has personality. I think all the Samoans are funny. Like the whole Samoan dynasty is hilarious. But oh yeah, that was I didn't show that in the show.
No.
Oh. But yeah, that was I mean, he is going to do great in WWE, I fear.
This is Zilla's Twitter page, X. WID. Someone's been ID'd. Be there this Sunday to find out who. I mean,
the proof is in the pudding, guys. But yeah.
I'm what? I love you, Solo. I love you. Sorry, had to do it.
Paul Heyman. You think he comes back tomorrow?
1 second before you say this. Look at how Jack Zilla Fatu is. With Jacob Fatu. Zilla Fatu, Jacob Fatu. I mean, come on.
Come on.
The last we saw Paul Heyman.
Man. Was this the last we saw of him, actually?
Yeah, and I was at this match.
Bloodline 2.0 put him through the table so hard. It was so hard to watch. Oh my gosh. I was like, he's going to come back in a full body cast. But he didn't come back at all. Did he? He's
been back on like podcasts, but not to WWE TV.
Okay.
It's the last we saw him on WWE TV.
So you think he's coming tomorrow?
I think tomorrow. I think it goes like this. I think we get Jimmy and Jey together. I think we get Sami. I then think we get, it either goes this way. We get Roman or we get Roman and Paul together.
I don't think they come out.
The way I would do it is the way I would book it. I would book Jimmy and Jey, bring out Sami, they argue, Roman's music hits. They argue, he gets in and says that, and they argue, and they're actually drawn back and forth. You know, maybe Roman might not say a lot because he's a man of few words. And then you hear, ladies and gentlemen, my name, and the place goes crazy. My name is Paul Heyman. And you four, and maybe he really rips into all four of them.
He doesn't talk like that. He's like, he has like a nasally voice.
But maybe he rips into them and says,
it's been a disgrace watching you.
You four, and even no disrespect to my tribal chief, but you're like a bunch of idiots in that, you know, maybe he like really rips into them. And you know,
that'd be really cool. I don't have like a set theory on what's going to happen. If he comes back tomorrow, obviously I'm going to go crazy. But if he doesn't, I know it's going to be for a reason. But I think this is the perfect reason for Paul to come back, to bring them all together, because as we've been saying this entire time, Survivor Series is coming up, and I think everyone knows that it's going to be Bloodline versus Bloodline. Like there's no other way to go. So it's looking like it's going to be 4v4. So if these four OG Bloodline can't get their stuff together, then obviously they need someone to be the mediator and to open their eyes to realize that they're better together, so that they can win the match. Which so this is going to be like this. This is going to be the second year that OG Bloodline is going to be going against each other. But last year it was 5v5, obviously, and Solo was in it. So now they're going against Solo. First of all, very proud of Solo. Y'all could say he's not your tribal chief, fine, but I think he's doing absolutely amazing. People don't like they think he's annoying or he's not good on the mic or whatever, but I think he's hilarious. He's playing the character perfectly. And he's like the perfect Wish version of Roman Reigns. Like even with the side by side at that last pay-per-view when they both had the Ulafalas on, they looked like tribal chiefs. Chiefs. So
here's the Bloodline in happier days when they all were together.
Oh, that was amazing. This is prime time. And I'm also looking forward to Sami being Sami again.
Sami Uso.
Obviously, I don't want another mishap where they couldn't stop laughing. That was entertaining to watch, but we can't have that again.
It's time for business. It's no time for ooziness. Or maybe Paul even throws a line. You guys aren't feeling oozy. You know, maybe he does a throwback. Whatever the case may be, I think the smart thing to do is to bring back Paul Heyman tomorrow, because you have to realize Survivor Series is 3 weeks away. What else are you gonna do it? You gonna wait until the week
before.
of? I mean,
Or the go home show.
Solo is the only trouble we do.
Mr. Thomas.
Put him on a timeout.
What
is wrong with you?
My gosh.
What has happened to you, sir?
Who are you?
Ooh. Who are you? Who? Yeah. What's he talking about there? Yeah. Oh, I'm so thrown off by that statement. There's only one tribal chief, and his name is Roman Reigns.
If you're going to say someone else is your tribal chief, Mr. Jacob Fatu would be acceptable. Other than that, no one else should be your tribal chief.
And I like Jakey says, I like the direction they're going with Solo.
Yeah, he's doing really good.
Listen, he pinned
Roman.
Yeah. This is not bloodline related, but I'll answer the question. What do you think about Roxanne Perez Trugan getting pinned? Yeah. That's how you further a storyline when the champions get pinned in non-title matches. So you know who the next opponents are. Boom.
Did you see the video of Jimmy and Jey walking backstage after they did their promo with Sami?
No.
It was hilarious. He was like,
"Oh, they were arguing. They were arguing.
Yeah. They so they are bringing back Uzi. I'm very excited for that.
Oh, you're not feeling Uzi? Yeah.
So what do you guys think is happening with Paul Heyman? Obviously, I don't have a clue. I have no clue. I'm excited for him to come back. And I think they're going to go the route that you're saying, that they're going to use Paul to bring him back together. I just don't know when. Because, like, if you bring him back this week, then what does he do next week? And the week after that?
That's true.
You know? Maybe they have, like, a yeet. Maybe they have, like, a series where they're, like, training together, like, doing bonding exercises together to get... No? You think that's too gimmicky? I think that'd be hilarious.
No yeet.
Guys, I'm part of the entertainment side of wrestling. I don't really care that much about the wrestling. I like to be entertained with this stuff. I think that'd be hilarious if they do a bunch of bonding exercises every week.
I want you guys to look at this picture of Lance here, guys.
Okay.
And look at and he's changed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, point is this, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. This show is about to be over. Just want to jump on real quick and touch base with the nation
of Tantalization.
If you guys want to know what happens, tune in tomorrow for tomorrow night's SmackDown watch along right here. SmackDown. And don't forget that on November 30th, 2024, in Vancouver, British Columbia, is WWE Survivor Series War Games. And guys, if I make this War Games, that will mean that I have made every North American PLE of the year. Royal Rumble, Tampa. WrestleMania, Philly. Money in the Bank, Toronto. SummerSlam, Cleveland. Bad Blood, Atlanta. And all I need is one more Survivor Series. So, there it is. I was trying to go for the big four. I'm doing the big six.
I have a little bonus question. Has nothing to do with this, but it has something to do with War Games.
War Games!
Who is going to be on the women's War Game team?
That's the tough question. I think you may have to bring back a Charlotte Flair and a Becky Lynch.
No, it's definitely got to be. I think you have Bianca, Bailey. I'm not sorry. Bianca and Jade obviously has to be in there. I feel like maybe Jakara and Lash.
Maybe there's a Raw versus SmackDown.
Maybe you get Bailey and Naomi in there.
It could be a Raw women versus SmackDown women. You might put.
So it's like no story between the four. It's just
maybe it'd be five. Maybe put Jade and Bianca with Nia.
So Nia doesn't defend at Survivor Series?
No. Okay. Yeah, Nia and Bailey and Naomi or Tiffany, right? Or Tiffany. Maybe take Naomi out the mix. And then put them against Raquel, Liv, Zelina Vega.
Woo! Jade and Bianca.
No, you put Jade and Bianca on the SmackDown team.
Aren't you saying SmackDown?
No, I'm doing Raw right now. I did Jade.
Oh yeah.
And maybe you throw maybe bring back Becky.
Or Jakar and Lash.
It could be.
They've been bringing them up.
It could be anything. But anyway,
I don't think Becky's coming back. No way.
I don't know. We'll see. I'll say this. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. There'll be a lot of eating going on. No yeet.
Do you not do the same thing like half the show?
No yeet. I'm pretty sure that was Rhea Ripley related.
Wasn't.
Rhea Ripley related, I guarantee you. Guys, Kira has an obsession with Rhea Ripley.
I do, and
yeah.
You have an obsession with plenty of things.
More than one thing. You have an obsession with one thing. That's called an addiction.
Rhea Ripley.
Addiction.
Zarya.
Addiction.
Online shopping.
Addiction.
Makeup.
Addiction.
That's multiple obsessions.
Addiction.
So,
addiction. Get help.
You're addicted to your obsessions?
I'm addicted to me. Here it is.
That's called
narcissism.
Narcissism.
Thank you so much. Then I'm a malignant narcissist, just like our president-elect. There it is. EW1 on Instagram. What's up? That's it, guys. Bloodline 2.0 versus 1.0 coming up. Hopefully, Paul Heyman will return. We'll know this Friday. Check us out on the Friday night watch along. Hey, on another note, did you hear about Sandy Zapp and Mr. Tesh and all these guys getting banned on TikTok for doing reaction videos?
That was literally live on the show.
Yeah, I know. They
put
out some statements. They went on. I was watching TikToks today. It was like, yeah, guys, we're I wonder why it's all of a sudden.
It's not like they're not going to get their followers back. Literally, people in Saudi Arabia had Sandy Zapp signs, which is insane.
That's crazy. But I want to know why they all of a sudden just changed their now you can't do this.
Well, they said because they were showing the screen recording of the pre-recorded.
Yeah, but it's TikTok. It's not like and they weren't monetizing. You know what I mean? I don't understand why. Like, this is the thing. There's people in other countries that can't get stuff like that, so they're able to watch it on TikTok. You would think WWE would want content creators to do that stuff.
Not on TikTok.
It doesn't take any money from them.
Yes, it does.
What money do they lose?
The money that they're not paying to watch the show.
But you can't get it overseas. They can't get Raw overseas.
They have WWE Network overseas.
That Raw doesn't play on the network.
It doesn't play on the network.
No.
So overseas doesn't have they can't. There's no way for them to pay for USA.
They watch the PLEs. No, they watch the PLEs, but they don't get to see Raw and SmackDown. They watch the replays on YouTube. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. There it is. Get us out of here.
All right. Freshly Wild, don't be right back because we're getting out of here. Thank you guys for coming to the show today. Obviously, we're going to be here tomorrow for Friday night's Schmackadown, where everything's going to go down. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
15,250 subscribers. 15,250.
I still see 5 digits. I want to see 6 digits.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
True story.
But yeah, make sure you guys hug your families, kiss your families, tell them you love and pray to God every day because you're not promised tomorrow. And as always, do what we all do best, and that's
stay tantalizing.